Hey everybody, welcome to the Real United States. And we haven't done a DIY project as a video in quite a long time, so I wanted to share with you one of our most recent projects. Now those of you that have been with us since the beginning may remember this little deal right here, and this is a windshield mount for our small camcorder that we can mount this small camcorder to and then stick directly onto the windshield. Now that works real nice to use the vehicle as a dolly, and we've gotten a lot of good shots on that. Many of the videos you've seen of the rolling footage has been shot that way. As long as we set the camera in one attitude and we go ahead and we shoot with it like that, we're good to go. However, if we're on a curvy road or we're in a urban environment, a city, someplace where we got to turn the corner and stuff, and maybe what we want to shoot is on the other side of the road, or the camera's not exactly at the right angle, we got to stop and we got to get out and adjust the camera and start over again, make cuts and all that. Well, we got a little tired of that. And for a couple of years now, what we've been wanting to do is actually to add a mount that had a electrically operated pan tilt head. Well, we finally went ahead and bought one. It's this little thing right here. It was $100 from B&H Photo and Video. And it has a tilt head and a pan head so that we can now adjust the camera up, down, and side to side on the fly from a controller, little single button joystick thing, right, left, up, down, from inside the vehicle while we're on the fly. So all I did is I took the same principle. I got a couple of these suction cup handles. I got a little bit longer ones this time because I wanted a little bit better grip because I had a little more weight here. And I built this frame just out of 1.5" PVC pipe. Now I know this should have been elbows, but I had T's, so I used those. And I bolted a small UHMW plastic cutting board on here, so I had a mounting surface for the pan tilt head. And then the camera just mounts on top of that. And we have an external monitor, 7-inch external monitor, FeelWorld, that we can connect to the camera. So now we can see what's in the frame and we can adjust it on the fly while we're going. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hook this up to show you it. Now it's kind of, I suppose, a little ugly and sticks out like a sore thumb, but it doesn't seem to have given us any trouble or put anybody off too terribly. We haven't had any difficulties with it mounted on the roof of the truck. So let me go ahead and put that up there and we'll show you how it looks and how it works. So one of the advantages of having a pickup truck is that I can get up here to mount this by standing in the back of the truck, and it's in a nice convenient height. And I just set this so it's relatively close to the center of the vehicle. I've got it offset on the frame because I thought I might want to mount something else on here at a later date, but we'll see about that. So I just go ahead and twist this around, make sure it's seated well. And sometimes you got to play with it a little bit to get those suction cups down tight on the roof. And there we go. That's all there is to mount it, just the 4 suction cup handles. And that is very, very solid, because these are designed to put like in a shower so you can lift your weight up with them out of the tub or something. So you've got a lot of holding power here with that. So now I just need to hook up the control cable, the camera, and the audio and the video cable, and we're good to go. So that's it. Once you get it strapped on, sucked down onto the roof, you plug in the controller cable, the video feed cable, plug that into your monitor. I'm going to beg your indulgence here, folks, because normally we're going to run these wires in through the window, and Beverly operates these while I drive. But for these demonstration purposes, I want you to be able to see this. And then the camera can be tilted up. You might want to zoom in a little on that, Bev. Yeah. And down. And you can watch your field of view here, and panned And this thing has something like a 300 degree or 320 degrees of panning. So if we want to shoot out the left side of the truck like that, and we can actually spin it all the way around to the back and use it as a chase car if we wanted to do a rolling footage like that of another vehicle. But if you've got something in kind of up on the other side, you can swing it around, bring it back straight, swing it around the other side. And it's got a nice clean action. It's not real fast, but it's got a nice clean action to it. We haven't had any trouble with the cables binding up yet. So that's pretty much it. Like I say, that's a $100 piece of equipment, but not terribly bad for a pan tilt head. You know, I mean, some of them can be quite expensive. This one's compact, seems pretty durable, smooth action. It's not real loud. And I suppose I can put a link in the description down below to where I bought it at B&H in case you're interested. But it's comes the extra extension cable we had to get was I forget, but that's also on the same page as the item. I bought that extra because I didn't think that the feed was going to be long enough from the controller to come inside the vehicle. So we got the extension cable, and it worked out. It's a little, well, it's actually a lot longer than what we needed, but without it, it's too short. So that is my DIY camera truck because, well, obviously I couldn't afford one of these. And so on a budget, this whole thing was maybe $150. Because there were about 18 bucks a piece for the suction cup mounts and then a little bit of pipe and some fittings. So yeah, probably around $150 we have ourselves a fully pan tilt camera truck. So I don't know if that's something that any of you out there are going to be interested in trying, but it's like I say, it seems to work really well for us. Now I'm going to have a little footage here to show you. We went downtown Washington, D.C., and we did a drive round past the Jefferson Memorial. And here it is. So we're coming up around on the east side of the Jefferson Memorial. And it takes a little practice to be able to track an object to change your perspective when the vehicle's moving. But we seem to have gotten the hang of it after just a few tries. And it's a little more difficult. This is probably the most difficult sort of thing we would do, is tracking an object when the vehicle's moving. Whereas if we were just trying to get a perspective on the left side or right side of the truck, it would be much easier to do. So I'd like to thank you for joining us here on The Real United States. I hope you've enjoyed our DIY camera truck rig. If you got questions or comments, I'd love to hear what you think about this. Please leave them in the comment section below. I love hearing from everybody. I get back to everybody I possibly can. If you haven't already, I encourage you to pick subscribe. Come along for the adventure. We love having everybody with us. And as always, thank you for watching.